Park the car in Aardvark Yard.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Morning Eggnog. I don't even know how to do our intro anymore because...
Welcome, everybody. This is James with Morning Eggnog.
No, it's greetings. You gotta say the greetings. It's greetings, everybody. This is Morning Eggnog. My name is James, with me as always, Caleb.
Good morning, everybody.
We haven't done this in like 2 weeks. 3 weeks.
Quite a while.
Quite a while.
Probably a month.
Something like that.
We record
had
every
a
other
nice
week.
Yeah, we had a nice backlog, and then Caleb decided that he needed to work a bunch more because he totally has that decision, and definitely not his boss.
Yep.
So we weren't able to record.
And it actually
mornings.
wasn't that. It was more, well, I guess that's true. Basically, what happened is I started doing installations because we were a little slow on service side. So I have to get up, or I have to be to work a half an hour sooner, which kind of takes Morning Eggnog and going, nope, we are not meeting at 5:30 in the morning.
No. I already get up at 5:30 to set up the podcast.
Exactly. So we're not doing that.
I told Dad, I was like, Dad, we need to get you on the podcast sometime. That'd be really fun.
What did
he
he say?
He said, I mean, I guess we could get up at 5:30. I said, no. We'd adjust the schedule. He's
Yes.
like, oh, okay.
We could easily do an evening. I guess I could get up.
He just was like, I don't want to get up at 5.
Our dads have now moved into basically they're retired, except they don't say they're retired.
Basically retired, but not really.
Because neither of them get up to go to work until like 9 o'clock.
And then they quit at 5 after taking an hour lunch at noon.
Yeah. So they put in a grand total of like 5 to 6 hours, maybe.
Exactly. So if you want them to work at your house and you have a long project, it's going to take them a minute.
It's going to take them more than a minute, but yes. But that's okay. I mean, when you reach, I think my dad's 68 and your dad's 67.
Somewhere in there.
They deserve to slow down a little bit.
I would hope so. I want to be slowing down at 67.
I'd like to be done at 60.
It would be cool, but...
Like, I've actually done the math. I'm like, I could pretty much be retired at 60 and still work, like do a little side job stuff.
If you keep putting money in your IRA.
Which I have. I have 2 of them.
Do you max them out every year?
No. Do you know
What?
how much it costs?
$5,000.
That's... Yeah, I can't exactly make that work.
You can't max out 2 IRAs and go hungry for a couple months?
Go hungry, yeah. Well, if you could actually max out your IRA every year, especially if you're starting at like 18, if you could go like from 18 to 35 and max out your IRA, by the time you're 50 or 55, you could retire on well over $2 million or $200,000 a year.
This is the old man part of the podcast because I like listening to this, but I don't know if anybody else does.
Hey, you'd be surprised out there.
This is our financial part of the podcast.
If you are young, if you're 18, if you're 16, if you're 16 years old, start your IRA now. A 401k Roth, not just a 401k. If you do the math, it is amazing how much money you can have at a younger age by only putting in like $50 a month.
Exactly. But the problem is you got to have a job first. So it kind of depends. Do you want to work when you're 16 years old or it depends.
What are you talking about? I've had a job since I was 9. Literally a paid job since I was 9 years old.
I think I've had similar. Not quite, but I don't know. Yeah. Ugh. We better hurry this up. It's getting hot up here. So we're still upstairs in my new house and new used house, new to me house.
So this is the first time we've really been up here doing the podcast when it's hot
in
outside.
The summer. Yeah, it's always we've like worn sweaters because it was too cold up here, and now it's the summer, so now it's 1 trillion degrees up here.
Yep. So now we're gonna get naked. Never mind. Scratch that. We're not getting naked.
I didn't like that.
I know.
Sweet Home Alabama.
I didn't like it either.
Sweet Home Alabama started playing.
It just got real awkward real fast. We are going to keep all of our clothes on.
So I was going to read a story because I thought it was real because I didn't do any research until...
I thought this story was real.
I thought it was cool. It's the British Queen, her boring hats, and then the Swedish King and his hundreds of funny hats. That's the Swedish King, and he has all these funny hats that he wears. Then I looked it up this morning because this is just a meme I saw. And I looked it up, and it's all photoshopped.
Oh,
people just took pictures of the king of Sweden
Of Sweden?
And just photoshopped funny hats on them. So you should go look that up if you're interested in seeing an old white man with funny hats.
I love funny hats. My wife has a ton of them. So when I married my wife, I didn't realize that she was a costume person.
Oh, I didn't think I knew that either.
And so when we started moving her stuff into my house after we got married, just to specify, I've realized she had a literal tote of hats. Just hats. She had a chef hat. She had a full-size Mexican sombrero.
You can see the chef hat in the video.
Yep.
And you can
see the sombrero. I'll bring it along sometime. Why not? Just that she got from her. And so she has that. She has a legitimate pirate's hat.
Oh my gosh.
She had literally a tote full of hats. And I opened it up and went, honey, what is this? Those are my hats. Yes, I can see that.
This isn't the 1920s in England. We don't have hats.
We don't have this many hats. I like hats.
Hats are nice. They keep your head covered. Especially if you are walking around in a place where you can smack your face into stuff, and a ball cap can save your eyes or forehead.
Yeah, I actually wear a full-size fisherman's hat, like the nice-looking ones, not the like. Oh, look at the dad walking through. Anyways, because I burn easy, so I have to have shade on the back of my neck, or it'll get roasty toasty, melanoma.
Roasty toasty melanoma. One time when I was working in Montana, got, according to the nurse at this camp I was working at, got sun poisoning on my neck.
Yep.
And one time I would just put big Band-Aids on it when I was working outside because that's what she told me to do. Mm-hmm. And the nurse's office was closed one day and I had to go weed whack for 3 hours. So I just put duct tape on it.
Oh, James.
I was 16 and very dumb. Hey, I don't remember any agonizing pain when I took it off, so.
Oh, goodness.
Maybe it just got sweaty enough that it didn't stick very well.
That probably was the case. You probably got soaked enough that it probably came off. See, if you do something like that, just use a bandana.
True.
Just take a bandana, dip it in water. Oh, it still feels so good. Just tie that around your neck.
That should I know. Because again, 16.
But you're 16 and dumb. You don't think about these things. You think, hey, I got a roll of duct tape. This'll fix it.
She said not to keep this in the sun. I'm not going to keep it in the sun.
Duct tape.
Duct tape. Duct tape if it's moving. And it's not supposed to be.
There's a hole that doesn't need to be there. Duct tape.
Like your belly button. What's the point of that thing? Just duct tape over it.
Just duct tape it. You never know when it's going to leak.
I don't want my belly button to leak. Wait a minute. Has this happened to you, Caleb? Has your belly button leaked?
I know. I don't know why that came out of my mouth.
You never know when your belly button's going to leak. All right. Let's roll this along because I'm sweating profusely. So Caleb and I did a very quick Healthline calorie estimated daily calorie intake that we should have. To maintain my current weight, I need 2,900 calories. To lose weight, I need 2,300 calories, and to lose weight fast, I need 1,700 calories.
That doesn't seem like much.
No, I would be eating air. Caleb, to maintain his current weight, would need 3,300 calories. To lose weight, would need 2,700 calories, and to lose weight fast, would need 2,000 calories. Now, the reason I bring this up is because my little thing is the worst fast food burgers according to RDS. I'm not sure what RDS is, but while they may be delicious, the novelty items are best avoided. They look quite scrumptious.
That looks spectacular.
It looks wonderful. A burger and fries combo will always do the job when the fast food cravings hit. But we don't need to tell you that it's hard-pressed to find healthy fast food. Now, the closest, I think, healthy fast food is probably not Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is just wonderful.
Chipotle?
Chipotle. I think Chipotle is about the closest stuff.
If you do it,
I mean, you can get salads. I think the McDonald's salad has like 1 billion calories if you use all of the dressing or something. I don't remember. I just remember hearing that that's not really even that good for you.
Well, dressing is ridiculously high in calories, and that's why I don't eat salads. Because it's like, why eat something that you really aren't enjoying unless you put enough salad dressing on it to make it edible,
or enough just junk in it to make it delicious.
And to make it junk, yeah, it's not worth it.
So if you've been tempted by some of the latest novelty fast food chains, then put burgers, novelties, whatever. Don't miss the We Tried 7 fast food cheeseburgers, and this is the best one.
Ooh, Sonic won?
So number 1 on this list for the least amount of calories, is the Sonic Bacon Jam Burger.
Ooh.
It looks pretty good with bits of bacon and
everywhere.
jam.
Jam?
I think that's bacon jam. I'll read it in a minute. In March, the drive-in chain unleashed a bacon-flavored burger into the world, and it's one you may want to stay away from. Sure, it sounds delicious, made with a 1/4 pound of beef, American cheese, crispy bacon, and sweet and savory bacon jam. Whatever that is.
What is bacon? Okay, you do that.
Yeah.
You keep reading. I'm looking up bacon jam.
Topped off with mayo and mustard. All this on a toasted bun. But nutritionist
toasted bun,
Mrs. Langtos, or that's what her name is, highlights just how unhealthy the burger is. At 700 calories, 43 grams of fat, 16 saturated fat, 1 gram of trans fat, 1,500 milligrams of sodium, and 45 carbs, this burger is number 1. Well, at the beginning of this list. And that's
really,
not
it's like they're counting the wrong direction.
Exactly. And it's also, that's before.
New band name.
That's before, at 700 calories, you'll get about 300 calories more than an average person should get in an entire meal to maintain their weight.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2 on the list is the Buffalo Wild Wings Bacon Smashed Hatch Chili Burger. This looks, I want it. It's at a
all these burgers I want.
Exactly. At a staggering...
I'm not addicted to fast food.
I want it so bad. So this has a staggering 980 calories. And then my favorite is the 2,300 milligrams of sodium.
2,300 grams of sodium.
So, well, not milligrams. If it was grams, I think you'd die.
Grams of, yeah.
Another March edition, this Buffalo Wild Wings creation packs a double patty and is topped with bacon, American cheese, chili peppers, grilled onions, pickled fresco chili peppers, and hatch chili alloy, whatever. When served on a toasted bun, but it also packs all the saturated fat that comes with so much meat, as well as an overload of sodium.
Okay, so the average American should have around, I shouldn't say average American, the average person should have 2,300 milligrams of salt per day. That equals about 1 teaspoon of salt.
So 2,300. Okay, so
milligrams.
2,300. So this next burger has more sodium than you're supposed to have in a day.
So it literally has more than a teaspoon of salt in it.
That is disgusting.
If you think about that.
Have you ever been to the dentist and they have a little chart? Like I've seen at one dentist, they had like a bottle of orange juice, a bottle of apple juice, a can of soda, and like cut in half.
Content?
And then they had as much sugar like piled up in it, just broken down sugar.
Yeah. Actually, lately, if you look on a bottle of pop or any kind of sweet drink, they've actually have broken down how much sugar is natural and how much sugar they've added. And
don't look at those numbers.
You will no longer drink as much pop.
Don't ever look at those numbers. If you're going to be drinking something unhealthy that you know is unhealthy, don't look at the numbers.
Yeah, especially if you have children. I don't know why I brought that up, because yesterday we have orange pop in the fridge.
Oh, of course.
And because we had a party for one of my daughters. And I'm pouring myself a cup, and my daughter comes up and goes, "Can I have some of that?" And I says, "Go ask your mother." It's my I don't know. Go ask your mother. And she walks up and goes, Dad, is that healthy for you? No. Oh, so it's not healthy for kids. Is it healthy for adults? No. Why are you drinking it? Because I like the taste, child.
Just guilt tripping the heck out of you.
Pretty much. Is that healthy? No. Is it healthy for adults? No. Why are you drinking it? Because I want it, child.
Yes, you are. You're explaining to her the American dream. Is that healthy? No.
Why are you drinking it? Because I want it.
Number 3 on the list is the Carl's Jr. Triple Fiery Famous Star.
Those are jalapenos.
Triple burger with, oh my gosh, it's so good.
Don't you wish they actually showed up like that?
So one time I went into Wendy's. I did this because they gave me such a good looking burger.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went in and said this is the best looking burger I've ever had.
I bet that made whoever was back
I hope
making the
so.
burger feel good.
I actually did it because I was like, this is like, it looked like a picture. I took a picture of it. It's somewhere in my phone somewhere, but I was genuinely surprised because normally it just looks like bleh.
Yeah, it looks like they just went and then yep.
What was it? There was somebody did a video where they went somewhere, ordered something, and then they looked at it and went, this doesn't look very good. It was for a YouTube video, and they went, can you make it to look exactly like this? And every time they did a pretty good job.
Yeah. I mean,
I would not eat that burger in a million years.
Yeah, if you took it back, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but the thing is, what I would do is I would explain the whole situation. Well, he wanted to see the comparison of what it looked like, but I would explain the video to them. I'd be like, hello, I'm making a YouTube video. Can you make a burger look exactly like this?
Yeah.
For the YouTube video.
Yeah.
And then they probably wouldn't spit in your food.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd still eat it, though.
I probably really would.
I don't know.
I mean, what you don't know won't hurt your head, might hurt your body. Okay, so bacon jam. Okay, here we go.
Bacon jam. I want bacon jam now.
Bacon jam is a bacon-based relish, similar to the Australian starter.
Oh my gosh. It has bits of bacon. It's relish.
Just wait.
Oh, God.
It's made through the process of slowly cooking the bacon along with onions, vinegar, brown sugar, and spices before mixing in a food processor.
Oh my God. You know who we should have Dad make that because he has his food processor. Send that to me.
Oh, yes.
Screenshot it and send it to me. Holy cow!
Ooh. There's recipes for bacon jam.
Yeah, we need to have my dad because my dad has a food processor. I think he's the only person I know who has a food. Do you have a food processor?
I have a food processor.
I mean, we could make it for morning eggnog.
Bacon jam.
Hello, welcome to us making bacon jam. We're about to get 18 billion calories. Let's go.
But the problem is we need a new kitchen.
I wonder what 18 billion calories weighs. Anyways,
I guess it depends on what you're eating.
But do calories weigh things? Can you get a raw calorie?
I don't think so. I think you have to process something, whether it's drink or food.
Anyways, just to quickly go through these real quick. The Carl's Jr. Triple Fiery Famous Star. The new Triple Fiery Famous Star features not one, not two, but 3 charbroiled all-beef patties, a fiery sauce, pepper jack cheese, jalapenos, sliced onions, tomatoes, and onion on the toasted seed bun. At a whopping 1,150 calories.
I'm doing a little happy dance over here. Like, so good. Oh, that sounds good.
And a whopping 2,480 milligrams of sodium. That is pretty much your entire amount plus 180 milligrams of sodium that you should be engulfing.
It's like a tablespoon and a half. Teaspoon and a half of salt.
The fat and sodium content are through the roof, and the carbohydrates are shocking, says Teresa Best, RD. This burger should not be eaten regularly by anyone, especially those with cardiac disease.
This thing could kill you.
There's also 17 grams of sugar in this burger. That's nearly as much as you would get from a chocolate frosted donut with sprinkles from Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, it's a donut burger.
No, that's
not the donut. Oh,
this is the and then the number 4, the TGIF Fridays whiskey donut burger. Oh, this looks so dang good. It has onion rings on it.
Oh,
just looking at this burger, you know you're in trouble.
Onions, bacons, and donuts. I mean, seriously.
Oh, this
and
new
the beef.
I like this. This new playful circus themed item at TGIF Fridays uses a soft glazed donut instead of a burger bun, which is layered with beef patty, cheddar cheese. Ooh, cheddar, not American cheddar.
Ooh.
Different. Crispy fried onions, pickles, and hickory smoked bacon.
How do you make a sandwich playful?
Because it has
Fetch!
donuts. That was not funny, but I'm laughing way harder than I should. Anyways.
And it really scary is the donut went after it and the donut burger. Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't eat that. I'm still going to eat it. Let's be real.
Let's be real here. This thing could hit the floor and I'd probably still eat it.
They don't give me the sodium. I want to know how much sodium this has. Maybe it has too much.
It's too much sodium.
It does not say. The next thing we're going to do is 108 most popular sodas ranked by how toxic they are. Anyways, this burger has a whopping 1,111 calories and 55 grams of fat, 111 carbs. But on the bright side, it does have 3 grams of fiber and 46 grams of protein. So if you want to eat this right before a workout,
you probably will feel disgusting.
You'll feel terrible and you'll want to die. But you'll have 46 grams of some kind of protein. I don't know if it's good or not.
Oh, gosh.
I could look at this toxic pop thing now.
Speaking of toxic, soda. I'm listening to an audiobook about doctors right now. And they were talking about putting, people under,
anesthesia.
And they're like, yeah, we're going to put people get you to sleep. And they're like, well, really what we're doing is we're actually poisoning you. We're putting toxins in your body so that way your body passes out in a manner that we can control. So
that makes sense because people die from anesthesia all the time.
Yeah, they do.
So wait, technically everybody's allergic to anesthesia?
No, you're not allergic to it. Your body is actually, it's toxic. You're actually being poisoned.
That's what I'm saying. When people say, "Oh, I'm allergic to anesthesia," technically everybody's allergic to anesthesia. It's just some of us don't die.
I think there's a difference. I think those that are allergic to anesthesia have a reaction.
If I get stung by a bee, it's not going to kill me. But if your mom gets stung by a bee, it might kill her.
Yeah. And there's a difference between I guess that is allergic reaction. But yeah, you are being. So if you go under the mask, you're actually being poisoned.
Go under the kniffy.
You're a controlled poisoning. You're paying somebody to poison you. A lot of money.
I think, yeah, if we go back to one of our episodes where we talk about people who made the most money, I think anesthesiologist was up there.
Yeah.
Because I think it makes 70 or 80, maybe $100,000, $200,000.
Yeah, and it's actually very interesting because they mix different, basically poisons to put you to sleep because this poison works really good at knocking you out, but it irritates your lungs. So you mix this one, which doesn't irritate your lungs, but doesn't have the same knockout power as this one. So you mix them together, so that way when you wake up, hopefully your lungs don't feel like you just got flamethrowed.
So the question is, in the Civil War, when they had to just booze you up or whatever to numb you, is that technically better?
Well, I actually think
What's Novocaine?
Novocaine?
That's how they numb.
Use on your teeth.
I know that's how they numb you.
Yeah,
but is that a poison that just
that
ruins your nerve endings for a minute? Yeah. But then, the reason I'm asking is like, how many trials did they go through?
What did they use this on?
Exactly. Why? How did they find this out? That's what I'm always curious about. Crazy things like that, like the pufferfish. Who thought this is a good idea? Someone died from eating it, and they went, "Oh, we'll still keep trying to cook it. You have to cook it this certain way."
Yeah, you have to cut out this, this, and this.
How many years did it take them to, and how many people died from doing stuff before they made it refined? I love living in the year we do because we have a lot of stuff figured out.
Yes.
And,
like how to eat pufferfish.
Or like how to do a podcast when you have it maybe $800.
Exactly. Things like this.
It's so weird. Anytime I think like, I don't know, the first shoe manufacturer who's like, I need shoes to, that makes sense. But anyway, I don't know, it's just weird.
I need shoes to make sense.
I need shoes, but also I want to make millions of shoes.
Cobblers. We need more of them in the world.
Some plumbers are cobblers. Cobbler's license.
Yeah, there's a lot of service guys who are cobblers.
Well, Caleb,
I want a cobbler.
So whenever we went to the woods, and Kim would make his delicious was it blueberry peach?
I think it was peach.
I don't. He would always make this wonderful cobbler, and he would cook it over the fire
in a Dutch oven.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, it was so good.
I remember burning my mouth on it every time, but
yep,
it was worth it. So,
I think that's for our closing words.
And now for our closing words from our sponsor. You can check us out on Facebook or Instagram for updates when I post on there. You can listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. And if you're watching the YouTube video, go push the like button. Push it right now. Push the like button.
Yep.
You know what to do.
It's right here.
I don't think it's right there.
It's actually probably right there. It's either there or it's over there.
But anyways, if you're watching YouTube, push the like button. That's your second reminder. If you have a topic or a story you want us to cover, a green screen background idea, or if you would like to be on the podcast, you can email us at morningeggnog@gmail.com or message us on Facebook or Instagram. We don't really have an outro. That's an outro. So thanks so much for joining us, and have a wonderful morning, noon, or night.
See y'all.
Thanks for suffering through this sleep-deprived podcast with us.
Yeah. Ow, my jaw just popped.
That's the thumbnail.
I hate it when my jaw pops. Does your jaw pop?
Not normally, no.